Hey everybody, Drew here coming at you with another edition of the Weekly Word. Let's start out by being completely honest with each other. We're all guilty of having a bad habit or two, right? What are some of your bad habits? Biting your nails, checking your phone constantly, daydreaming, drinking too many energy drinks, eating too many donuts, chewing on pens or pencils, procrastinating, staying up too late, not getting enough sleep, not flossing, watching too much YouTube, playing too many video games, being mean to your parents, picking on a sibling, picking scabs, picking your nose, complaining, holding grudges, losing your temper, lying, gossiping. Now, some bad habits are pretty innocent, but some can really affect our physical or emotional or mental health. Some bad habits can be self-destructive, and some can seriously hurt our relationships with others. Some can affect our spiritual lives and keep us from growing into the kinds of people that God longs for us to be. Most of the books that we have in the New Testament of the Bible are written by a guy named Paul, and Paul loved to make lists. In Colossians chapter 3, starting in verse 5, Paul makes this list of bad habits that he says are of the world or of the old human nature. This list includes things like immorality and lust, evil desire, greed, idolatry, anger, rage, malice, slander, obscene language, lying. These are the kinds of habits that Paul says are the big don'ts for followers of Jesus. These are the habits that we need to stay away from. Now, it's easy for us to focus on bad habits. Christians are especially good at doing this. We focus so much on the don'ts of life. We're really good at pointing out the bad habits, especially in other people. Sometimes we can get so obsessed with the things that we don't do that we forget the more important things that we do. do. Therefore, as God's choice, holy and loved, put on compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. Be tolerant with each other and forgive each other as the Lord forgave you. And over all these things, put on love, which is the perfect bond of unity. Paul is saying that it's not enough to just stay away from bad habits. We also have to put on the new nature. We have to embrace new habits that mark us as God's people. New habits that God uses to shape us into the kind of people that God longs for us to be. What habits are holding you back from growing closer to Jesus? I don't want you to feel bad about yourself or ashamed if you're caught up in some of these habits right now. All of us are guilty. All of us fall short. We all make mistakes. All of us have room to grow. But what would it look like to let some of those habits go? And more importantly, what new habits will help you grow and stretch and be strengthened in your faith? Remember, stretching your faith doesn't happen overnight. You take it one step at a time. And maybe a good way to start this week is by letting something go.